At the center of all of this Matt Gaetz stuff has been, well, lots of crimes. There's a lot at the center. It's packed full, actually. But there's one particular woman that has been alluded to in a variety of different stories. This 17-year-old woman that allegedly was one of the women who, let's point out, can't consent to being trafficked across state lines, let alone international lines. But anyway, the woman apparently not only had a sexual relationship with Greenberg and possibly Gaetz between May and November of 2017, according to federal authorities, she also went on a September 2018 trip to the Bahamas with Gaetz, as well as hand surgeon and Gaetz donor Jason Pirazzolo. I will point out so that my producer Sophie doesn't get mad at me. He's also a weed entrepreneur. She wants to make sure he gets credit. Anyway, a GOP state legislator, Halsey Bashirs, who I'm sure is having a great week too. And 4 other young women. Greenberg was apparently not invited on that trip. 3 different people told Politico because of a conflict with Pirazzolo's girlfriend. Weird that there's drama in that group. So weird and unexpected. Anyway, here are important details though. The unidentified woman had turned 18 a few months before the Bahamas trip, and nobody in their party engaged in prostitution, one of the other women told Politico. But, and this gets rough. But she and other sources added, 3 of the women on the private jets looked so young that US Customs briefly stopped and questioned them when they landed in Florida. Which, I mean, that doesn't make it a crime, but that's not good. Like you don't want Customs to be like, no, we don't think you have drugs or guns or anything, but like, I mean, like, come on, we gotta ask a few questions about this congressman and state legislator. That's just, oh God, that's not good. You don't like that.
Just like when a 17-year-old kid goes to the grocery store and he has a little peach fuzz and he's like, I can buy the beer, fellas, I can buy it. And as soon as he walks through, the clerk goes, let me see your ID. And then the pit of his stomach kind of gets hot and jumps up a little bit. Similarly, but a lot more importantly, and on the other direction is this situation where you get pulled over by some customs guys be like, listen, these children, they look like children with you. We have to make sure we got to run some ID. Cards have to be run. It's like checking ID for the opposite reason. We think she's too young to be with you instead of too young to buy some beer. Jesus, this is the trouble that they allegedly will continue to push. They allegedly went through to entertain and travel with these girls / women, maybe in some cases. So, the motivation to be able to do something like this and then continue to go down this road after maybe making this many close calls with stuff like this, I just don't understand it.
I don't. There's a lot that I don't understand. The past few years have really demonstrated that about the world and everything. Yeah. But I'm processing it as we all are. So more details. The woman could testify if that's true, the thing about the customs agents. Her age at the time is a crucial detail, obviously, along with giving the feds other information on the Bahamas trip. 3 Gaetz friends told Politico the congressman has said he waited until the woman was 18 to have sex with her. If they are friends though. So it could be true, or it could be a lie that his friends are telling. But I will say that even if it's true, can I just say that? Quote me. He's a congressman. Maybe that shouldn't matter. Am I the bad guy because I think that matters? But like, be slightly. You're a congressman and you're going on an international trip and like you're like texting her like, no, let's wait until your birthday. Oh God!
This is
what
when
is wrong with this country?
You know what's wrong? When you're so wrapped up in having your privilege, you literally don't understand consequences. Not you don't think they'll come to get you. You don't understand how they work. Because anytime you've been close to consequences, they've been cast aside because you've got power, influence, and money. That's all that matters. So literally, arrest, charge, prison. Nowhere near his mindset because that doesn't happen to me. Now, he doesn't consciously think, that's for the other guy and not for me. Maybe when he sees the other guy, he thinks that. But while he's doing his crimes, he's thinking, crime? No, I'm Matt Gaetz.
Yeah. That's clearly what's going on here. So let me ask you the question that I alluded to at the beginning of this. So let's say that this is true. she was 18. Let's say that that's true. Let's say that there were no other girls that weren't 18. Let's say that it's just this stuff, which, by the way, could still very much be trafficking, including international trafficking and prostitution, and there could be all sorts of cases around that. Like, that's criminal. So again, you should be able to assume that means, oh no, he's done. He's gonna go to prison. He's gonna stop being a congressman. If it is totally of age trafficking and prostitution, how much does that matter going forward, do you think, for Matt Gaetz in terms of possible prison time and whether he stays in Congress, whether the Republicans throw him under the bus or not?
Well, I mean, I feel like I want to ask Adrian Lawrence, but so like as far as the legal route of it, I mean, it's one of those things where, I guess he avoids the horrific charge of child sex trafficking instead of it's just sex trafficking, that extra added layer of going after children. But I mean, we talked about this grooming aspect when someone exposed that he was waiting for her to turn 18. That's if you know the child and then you're waiting for that day to come and you've prepared for the child to be with you when that day comes, that's grooming. That's preparing, that's still making sure that their decision of who they're going to, whatever kind of act that you've got planned for them is you. And you're manipulating them because it's easier because of where they're coming from, their position, wherever else you found them. I mean, there's multiple aspects of it. There's age, number one, but there's also opportunity for people who are in a vulnerable situation. People like this prey on vulnerable people. And I would say children, but it's vulnerable adults and children. It's even worse when it's a kid. Yeah. So when you go to these sites, you're like, oh man, there's a girl looking for a sugar daddy. Oh, that's an opportunity. She's probably coming from a situation where she's desperate and she needs something. I'll give her stuff and I'll get something in return. It's a direct transaction. So, I mean, I don't know if many people want their representative to be this type of person, whether it's legal or illegal, or whether or not they find him not guilty of this. But I mean, there's always accusations about what people do in their background lives that make them not seem very principled or family oriented, especially the Republican Party likes to say they are. Yeah. They're the moral Republican, conservative, family-oriented party. Okay.
Yeah, they do still say that, but I feel like let's bear in mind all of this. 2017 was the trip. All of this is coming post-Trump. And they love that Trump would just do and say whatever he wants. Women are objects, grab them, all that stuff. Gaetz clearly was thinking, oh no, this is cool. You can do and say literally anything as a Republican male politician and it doesn't disqualify you. So they might still claim those traditional things that Jayar was saying, but I don't think that that's as core to their, even pretending it isn't as core to their identity now. Now it's, we can do anything and we'll just throw it in your face and there's nothing you can do about it. So the question is gonna be, is there anything that we can do about it? Do crimes matter? Stay tuned to find out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. So continue.
Nothing. It's whether or not crimes matter has been a 50-50 gamble for a long time here.
That's true. That's true.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.